What's up everybody? Welcome to the Gareth Flower channel where we'll talk about all things entrepreneurship, personal finance and self-improvement from my perspective as a current CEO of a fast-scaling multi-million-dollar business. Today we're going to talk about a process that I've been using over the past few years, inspired by a framework that I read from my favorite book, The 5 AM Club by Robin Sharma. An excellent book for those who haven't read it, and I'll leave a link down below in the comments. A few years ago, while running my last company, I became obsessed with getting the peak performance out of my day-to-day work schedule. Working hard, 20-hour-long days, 7 days a week, led to exhaustion and what's commonly referred to as burnout. Burnout is when you physically and mentally can no longer focus on your business. You feel totally drained and you find no enjoyment from your day-to-day running of your business. And I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs quit at this point, throwing away all of the work that they've done up until that point. During this time that I had burnout, I came to the realization that to keep the mind and body in the game longer, you have to really open up and nurture the other pillars in your life other than business to achieve peak performance and mindset that I now refer to as the 100% life. I'm going to go through now the 4 pillars that I nurture every single day that makes me feel more fulfilled, productive, and happier every day. The 4 pillars are in order of importance: family, fitness, financial, and friendships. Starting with family as a pillar. Too often than not, we tell ourselves that we are working hard to make life easier or more enjoyable for our families, only then to spend every waking minute in the office or on the computer away from them. I'm a guilty party here, and I noticed for too many years business was my life. I found that business was the only thing I could talk about, and actually I became more isolated from my family. This all changed and improved due to the 100% life framework, which I use now, and I'll share with you at the end of this video, and a link down below, so if you'd like to use it yourself, you can do so. The next pillar is your personal fitness in both body and mind. It's one I personally struggle with and continue to struggle with. To be at your peak productivity, it requires your mind and body to be in sync. I found personally that I would work all day and then too often than not, I would get a takeaway to relax after a hard day's work to treat myself. This is usually more processed food or filled with preservatives, with added sugars and fats to heighten the taste, and although delicious, can leave you feeling more erratic or more tired and out of sync with your mind. One tip I find easy with incredible results is to drink 2 liters of water every day. You'll use the toilet a lot more, but you will feel a lot clearer and carry focus a lot longer throughout the day. Now we're gaining momentum. This is where we try and break a sweat each day. I'm not much of a gym goer, but I knock out a 7-minute bodyweight workout every morning when I get up or just before lunch. I'll share the simple workout below if anyone wants to copy it. Normally I find that if I leave the workout until after lunch, as I start to slow down, it never gets done. If you still have some willpower after that, a cold shower is amazing if you can muscle it. Try starting on lukewarm and working your way back. I hear singing helps. Before I start work at 8 AM, I try and journal 3 things that I'm grateful for. This really puts things into value and perspective. Especially when I'm stressing over a problem, I find this quick task really helps. Next pillar is financial. Now we're talking the money zone. If you take care of your finances, they'll take care of you. First and most productive tip I offer is to get up early. This tip alone has tripled my productivity, and this has had a knock-on effect on my businesses. I find waking up early means I can get stuff done before the rest of the world wakes up, and it means I'm starting the workday in full flow. Now, I'd be lying if I said I get up at 5 AM every single day, but I do try and track this and hold myself accountable. During work hours, I focus all of my attention on my 3 main work priorities. These are the 3 things that I know will require the most deep thought, and I spend a few minutes each day before the workday begins choosing these 3 priorities in order of importance. Now I know there's some of you out there who will say, Gareth, you only do 3 things, but the fact of the matter is you only have a certain amount of energy span or energy attention each day. I believe it's all about attention management. If you focus on getting these 3 core goals done daily, that's 60 core goals done each month. That moves you closer to your goals. I found when I was growing my first business that I had a to-do list as long as my arm, and I would focus to try and get this done every day And when I couldn't get it done, I would feel exhausted, disappointed, and guilty I didn't finish it that day. The 3 priorities method allows you to be more consistent and focus on the core items that you believe will move your business forward. The 3 priorities can be used on other aspects of your life and doesn't have to be just business. The other thing I do on a daily basis, and it only requires between 5 and 15 minutes, is to check on the bank and be clear on where the numbers are at. It's key for you as a business owner to know what your numbers are and not put your head in the sand, as I've been guilty of this myself, but I can tell you now, it carries no benefits. Friends are the family you choose. And I believe, and you may have heard me say this in another video, that you're the sum average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Once you find friends who share the same ideals and values as you do, there are so many benefits to doing this, such as increasing your sense of belonging and purpose, boosting your happiness, and reducing stress during the busy times. This connection can improve your self-confidence and self-worth and help you cope with the highs and lows of running your own business. I'm now going to share with you my 100% life framework that I use on a daily basis to keep myself accountable. As you'll see from the framework, this is something that's easily accessible on your phone as you carry out your workday, requiring very little input, but over time will show a clear picture. I get a hit of dopamine and fulfillment each day as I fill up these 4 key pillars. The beauty about this framework is that you can personalize it to your own priority and goals and add in anything else you want to work on. But anyways, if you've liked this video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please also hit the subscribe button and make sure to check me out on all socials. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments what you thought about the framework. Every second counts.